Hello students, I welcome you all in your English online class. Students, today we are going to go through our Bravia Fundamental Grammar and Composition. So let's start it. Today we are going to do chapter number 1, having topic the phrase, the clause and the sentence. So first let's learn what is the phrase, the clause and the sentence. Yes class, we are starting with the term the phrase. Now in order to come to know what is the phrase, first of all let's take few examples. At first place we are having in the car, means car में. At second place we are having for some days, कुछ दिनों के लिए. So students, while reading these two group of words, are you deriving any complete sense? Maybe they are giving little bit sense, kuch meaning they are presenting, but are you deriving a complete meaning from these group of words? No, they are giving not complete meaning. So we are calling them phrase. These are our phrases because they are giving some meaning but not a complete sense. So for more elaboration of the term, let's go through for the definition. A phrase is a group of words. A phrase is a group of words that makes some sense. But not a complete sense. वो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स जो कुछ सेंस देते हैं, जिनका कुछ मतलब निकलता है, बट एक कंप्लीट मीनिंग, कंप्लीट सेंस वो नहीं बनाते हैं. दोज ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स वी कॉल देम फ्रेज. सो लेट अस कम टू नो विच आर द मेन पॉइंट्स that we should have in a phrase so that we may call that this is a phrase. Points to remember is a phrase is having group of words. These are the condition that should be present so that we can call a certain group of words as a phrase. Group of words, yes, you can see that group of words is present here. No subject verb combination. There should not be presence of subject and verb. So you can see that here no subject is given and no verb is given in both the sentences. So the second condition is also applied. At number 3, no meaning if used alone. If we are using these group of words alone means अकेले, अगर हम इन्हें अकेले यूज कर रहे हैं then they will give no meaning. अब इनका कोई मीनिंग तो नहीं कंप्लीट निकलता. इन द कार, कार में means what? We don't know. For some days, कुछ दिनों के लिए, क्या? We are unaware, हमें नहीं मालूम है. We are unclear of what these sentences want to say. So the third condition is also applied. We are seeing at number 4, the condition is meaningful if used in a sentence. We are seeing the word sentence. अगर हम इन्हें sentence के साथ use करते हैं then these group of words they will give a meaningful sense. अब let's see how. Class, here we are having with these given phrases. Now let's add them with subject verb combination and see how they are giving us a complete meaning. The grandfather is sitting in the car. Now we are having this phrase here, in the car, but if we are adding it with the grandfather, we see that the grandfather is the subject here. We know it well that grandfather is the subject here and is the helping verb, and we can add up sitting as a verb. So these are verb here. Now we are applying here the second condition that subject verb combination is absent with the phrase, but if we are applying it with subject verb combination to make a complete sentence, then it will give a meaningful sense. Similarly, with the second sentence, we are adding up, we will have the phrase for some days. Now, in order to make it a meaningful sense, we are adding up, it has been raining here. यहाँ बारिश हो रही है. Now we are adding up it with subject. So, and has been raining, it is adding up as a verb. So we are giving here subject verb combination here. It has been raining here for some days. We are applying for some days. Now we see that after applying for some days here, the sentence is giving a complete sense. So we see that the fourth condition is also fulfilled. First one was group of words should be there. Second was no subject word combination should be present. And the third, no meaning if used alone. And the fourth condition is meaningful if used in a sentence. So we see that all the conditions are applied. So we can call that this is a phrase. For clear understanding, let's go through another example. At 6 o'clock, अगर मैं कहती हूँ 6 बजे, at 6 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock, if I am writing it alone, again it is incomplete, having little bit meaning but incomplete. But if I am adding up the subject verb combination, or I can say that I am using this phrase with a sentence, it will give a complete meaning. Like, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. मैं सुबह 6 बजे उठती हूँ. At 6 o'clock, I have applied it here, and I am using it with a sentence. I get up, subject plus verb. Now, here is another example. Dash a good boy. Now, if I am using only this, a good boy. Who is a good boy? Here, a good boy. Now, we can take it as a subject. Subject is given. Subject तो है यहाँ पर, लेकिन verb कहाँ है? So, there should be subject or verb दोनों present हो, then it will give a complete sense. But it is giving only if it is written a good boy, then we will call it a phrase. A phrase. Because it is not giving a complete sense, so it is a phrase. But if I add up, Aman is a good boy, then it will make a complete meaning and it will become a sentence. Is it okay, students? Because according to our fourth condition, meaningful if used in a sentence. जब हम sentence के साथ phrase को use करेंगे, then it will become meaningful, and alone it will give some sense, some meaning, but not a complete meaning. So we see, class, that phrase is a term that is presenting a incomplete meaning. Is it okay? And while using with the sentence, it will give a complete meaning. Now, our second term is the clause. The clause. So, again, let us go through some conditions that should be necessary to call a group of words a clause. How do we call a group of words is a clause? So, let's go for the conditions. First of all, a group of words should present. Okay. Next is presence of subject verb combination should be there. In phrase, no presence of subject verb combination was there, but in clause, presence of subject verb combination should be there. सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट भी होना चाहिए एंड वर्ब भी प्रेजेंट होना चाहिए. अब वर्ब क्या होता है? वर्ब वहां से होता है ना जहां से प्रेडिकेट स्टार्ट होता है. जहां पर वर्ब हो वहीं से प्रेडिकेट स्टार्ट हो जाता है ना. वी नो इट वेल. सो सब्जेक्ट वर्ब कॉम्बिनेशन मीन्स सब्जेक्ट प्रेडिकेट कॉम्बिनेशन शुड बी देयर इन अ क्लॉज. थर्ड कंडीशन है मे और मे नॉट हैव कंप्लीट मीनिंग, कि वो सेंटेंस जो है कंप्लीट मीनिंग दे भी सकता है और नहीं भी दे सकता. कैसे? लेट्स गो थ्रू एन एग्जाम्पल. हियर वी आर हैविंग अ लॉन्ग सेंटेंस. लेट्स रीड इट. डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी वाइल आई एम डूइंग वर्क. मुझे तंग मत करो जब मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. Is it okay? So we see that group of words, the first condition is qualified here, that group of words is present. Yes. Now, presence of subject verb combination means presence of subject and predicate combination should be here. So we see do not disturb me. Now here we are having that this is the subject and this is the predicate. We see it well, we can judge it well that this is the predicate. Similarly, while I am doing work, and in this sentence we are having subject is present here and am doing work from the verb predicate begins. So our both the conditions are fulfilled. Group of words and presence of subject verb or subject predicate combination. So we are filling both the conditions. Now let's go for the third one, that may or may not have complete meaning. या तो इनका मीनिंग कंप्लीट निकल भी सकता है और कंप्लीट मीनिंग नहीं भी निकल सकता है. नाउ वी सी दिस कंडीशन टू बी अप्लाइड. डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी, मुझे तंग मत करो. नाउ वी सी दैट दिस ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स इज प्रेजेंटिंग कंप्लीट मीनिंग. इसका एक कंप्लीट मतलब निकल रहा है. एंड इफ आई गो फॉर दिस सेंटेंस, while I am doing work, जबकि मैं काम कर रहा हूं. सो वी सी what do you want to say? जबकि मैं काम कर रहा हूं, we are seeing that this group of words is not giving complete meaning. इसका एक complete मतलब नहीं निकल रहा है. So the third condition is also justified here. So we see that this is the clause. We can call this sentence a clause. One is giving a complete sense, जिसका students complete मतलब निकल रहा है. That is the principal clause. Principal clause. और प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज को हम और क्या बोलते हैं? मेन क्लॉज, बिकॉज दे आर गिविंग अ कंप्लीट मीनिंग. सो दिस इज द प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज. दे आर सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट. ये जो वर्ड्स हैं, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स हैं, किसी और पर डिपेंड नहीं कर रहे हैं अपने कंप्लीशन के लिए. हम इन्हें इफ वी आर यूजिंग देम डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी, दे आर गिविंग कंप्लीट मीनिंग. एंड हेयर वी सी दैट व्हाइल आई एम डूइंग वर्क इज एन डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. ये क्लॉज जो है, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स हैं, डिपेंड कर रहे हैं डू नॉट डिस्टर्ब मी के ऊपर फॉर इट्स कंप्लीट मीनिंग. और वी कैन कॉल इट डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज और सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. नाउ we are having the sentences differently, means different sentences related to principal clause or the subordinate or the dependent clause. So let's go through them. Here we see he plays cricket in the ground. वो ground में cricket खेलता है. We see that this sentence is complete in its meaning. So this is the main clause or the principal clause. And moreover we see that here is the presence of subject and verb, because we have seen that the presence of subject verb combination should be applied. So this is our principal clause. This is our principal clause because it is dependent on itself, not on the other. This is the principal clause. And the next sentence, if we go through, whatever you like, जो भी तुम पसंद करते हो, मीन्स क्या? वॉट डू यू मीन बाय वॉट एवर यू लाइक? जो भी तुम पसंद करते हो, इट इज द इनकम्प्लीट सेंस. इट रिक्वायर्स सम प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज टू कंप्लीट इट्स मीनिंग. सो इफ आई एड अप, यू कैन बाय, तुम खरीद सकते हो, यू कैन बाय. नाउ इफ आई एड अप दीज वर्ड्स, दीज ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स हेयर, वॉट एवर यू लाइक, जो भी तुम पसंद करते हो, देन इट विल गिव अ कंप्लीट मीनिंगफुल sentence. Is it okay, student? So this is our, we see that this is, it depends upon the principal clause for its completion. So it is the dependent clause. Which clause is this? Dependent clause, because ये किसी के ऊपर depend कर रही है for its completion. Dependent clause. I hope the term is quite clear to you. Now we are going to go through the term sentence. अब व्हाट इज अ सेंटेंस? बेटा देखिए, सेंटेंस जो कि यहीं से वर्ड डिराइव हो रहा है, वी कैन डिराइव द डेफिनेशन फ्रॉम हियर. सेंटेंस दैट मेक्स अ सेंस. सेंस वर्ड यहीं से डिराइव हो रहा है. सो वी कैन से द वर्ड सेंटेंस गिव्स अ सेंस. जो सेंटेंस है वो हमेशा एक सेंस प्रेजेंट करता है. सेंस का मतलब होता है जिसका कोई मतलब निकले. सो वी सी द कंडीशन अप्लाइड. जो कंडीशन अप्लाइड होती हैं सेंटेंस में, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स की ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स प्रेजेंट होने चाहिए. सेकंड है हैविंग सब्जेक्ट वर्ब कॉम्बिनेशन, सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब दोनों हो. ऑफ कोर्स जो सेंटेंस, जो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड एक सेंस देगा, उसमें सब्जेक्ट भी प्रेजेंट होना चाहिए और वर्ब भी प्रेजेंट होना चाहिए. इवन आफ्टर दैट इट विल गिव अ complete sense. The third condition is gives a complete meaning. एक पूरा meaning it will present. So let's go for an example. Here I am saying she goes to school. वह स्कूल जाती है. Now I am seeing that here subject is present and here verb is present. So it is giving a complete meaning. group of words having subject verb combination, and the third condition is it is giving a complete meaning. She goes to school. The second example is I have paid the bills. मैंने बिल पे कर दिया है. It means I is the subject here and have is the verb. Have, paid is the, we can add up as verb. This is helping verb, this is the main verb. I have paid the bills. Now we see that shut the door. If we are seeing this example, shut the door. अब shut the door में where is the subject, where lies the subject, subject कहाँ पर है. अब students इन जो ऐसे जो sentences होते हैं इसमें subject जो होता है वो hidden होता है, छुपा हुआ होता है. subject वही person है जिससे हम बात कर रहे हैं, जो हमारी बात सुन रहा है, that is a subject. It means here hidden subject is you. You shut the door. You shut the door. कीप क्वाइट, चुप हो जाओ. अब आप किसको कहोगे चुप हो जाओ? जो पर्सन आपको सुन रहा है, आप जिससे बात कर रहे हैं. सो द सब्जेक्ट इज क्वाइट क्लियर दैट यू कीप क्वाइट. Subject is hidden here. So the presence of subject and predicate, subject and predicate. Similarly we see the presence of subject and predicate is starting from the verb. हमें मालूम है predicate कहाँ से start होता है? verb से. And even in this sentence subject is present and जहाँ से verb start होता है, may be helping verb हो, वहीं से हमारा predicate start होता है. So the second condition is also applied here, having subject verb combination. I hope class that this interesting topic is quite clear to you. I want you to try to frame your own sentences related to phrase, clause and sentence. Keep on learning students, keep on watching. Thank you class.